Perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh, not perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect. There we go. Alright, we're back in. Hello. Episode 36. Over the show. Tubi. Nick D.
What's up? Welcome.
Jarvis Jerry.
Boop, boop, bop, boop.
Yeah, the virtual episode. We're starting off with She-Hulk, huh, Jerry? Is that what we got on the bill here? Off tops? Oh, okay.
Yup. You know, shot calling. I run the show. I'm the AI over here.
Chair's the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how it happened, yeah.
Okay. Which is the captain now. So
New episode tonight at midnight. Was Andor last night or is Andor next week?
no, that isn't that tomorrow night? Isn't it usually Thursdays, so it's Wednesdays at midnight? And Andor's
She-Hulk?
yeah, She-Hulk. Isn't that on Thursdays?
I genuinely never know.
I think
That's
tomorrow
Andor's
night.
tonight, She-Hulk's tomorrow night.
Andor's tonight. Ow. Andor's tonight. 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
And She-Hulk's. Technically,
Tomorrow.
it's well, yes, for you crazies, but yeah, normally it's Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday. It's midnight.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm watching on Thursday. I'm not watching.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Andor tonight. No way.
Yeah.
3 episodes. That's crazy.
I'll for sure watch 1 or 2. Like if I'm into it. Like if the first episode's kind of weak, I might get the other 2 tomorrow. But if it's dope, I'll just burn through all 3.
Yeah. See where it takes you.
Yeah.
I didn't think this week's She-Hulk was super amazing. Although it did.
This was the dating one? What happened?
This was the
Oh
courtroom.
no, this is the
one.
courtroom. The courtroom one.
Yeah.
I thought it was better than the dating one.
Yeah, I thought the dating one was a little more interesting. This one was a little sadder.
Yeah.
And then they had the big, Daredevil reveal where,
Yeah.
and I feel like we've now confirmed what we talked about last week as being Nick D was correct, and it's going to be a new Marvel
Different take on.
Yeah, Daredevil
Daredevil.
in this time period.
Yeah.
Rather than it being, huh?
He's gonna. It's.
I didn't watch it.
They show his mask at the end. There's like a
It's yellow.
Well, there's like a dude that's like designing her new outfit, right? That can like stretch and then go back to being slim fitting. So when she turns back into a
We
human,
should, lean the other way.
so when she turns back into a human,
There you go. Now we're cooking with fire.
with the microphone.
Is the dude who designed the clothes? He looks familiar. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Is he from something?
No,
Okay.
no.
From
Good.
Flight Attendant.
I don't know
That's
what
where
that
I know
is.
him from.
Oh, okay.
The
Is that a
HBO
comedy?
The HBO show.
The HBO show with Kaylee Cuoco. What's her name?
Yep.
Oh,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Wow.
Or the chick from The Big Bang Theory.
Penny.
Who is she on Big Bang Theory? I've never seen Big Bang
She's
Theory.
Penny. She's like the main character.
The main.
Is that the blonde?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I know the name Kaylee Cuoco, but I don't know if I've seen her.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure I have. I'm aware of Big Bang Theory, but I don't. Yeah, I couldn't pick her out as also.
she's like the lead in that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a decent episode of She-Hulk. Not much to say. I think we've been keeping up on She-Hulk. Yeah, there she is.
Huh. Okay.
That's a more recent photo too, right, Jer?
Sure. But yeah, Penny. I didn't watch this last episode. I'm a little behind. Same thing.
Not
with
into it or
Logan.
forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't watch that one like when it comes out. I get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's like whatever.
Yeah.
It feels like a filler in a sense. It's like, come on,
Which
let's
I
open it up.
which I think part of me is almost why I think I am actually liking She-Hulk is that I like that it doesn't feel like any of the other ones, and it's so much like slower and smaller that I think part of me is like, oh, I kind of appreciate that it's not superhero shit. It's like, oh, I am just watching like
But she
a
is,
show about a lady lawyer. You know what I mean?
but
Like,
she's
and I'm
but a
liking it.
superhero lady lawyer that is,
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah,
stands out in the office. It's interesting,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it has enough
And
references to
I
the old
really like
stuff.
Titania. I think Titania's cool.
Yep, yep, yep.
Because I like how Titania is like a villain, but at the same time, like I like Titania. I'm not rooting against her. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm. Yeah.
It's interesting. I really like the show. I'm super digging it. A lot of cameos and stuff, and
Too many cameos for this guy.
wow, it's not like it's
Like
the big.
Star Wars and MCU,
But see
and they're
here,
just
the thing to me,
cameos here and
Jared,
there.
is it's not big name cameos. They're doing a lot of like, it's not people that have ever even had their own movie. You know what I mean? So it's like they did a lot of cameos of like lesser than characters. That's like they're flushing them out now in a show, and I think that's a cool way of going about it, rather than giving Wong his own show or Tim Roth his own movie or something. Like it's kind of cool. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm really digging it. Out of the Marvel shows, I think it's been the most fun
Yeah.
and different show
I'll give
they've
him
done
that.
so far.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'll definitely watch a season 2 of this. Miss Marvel, I'm
Well,
on the
is there
fence
one more
about, but
episode or two more episodes?
1 or 2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it. It was a great week's episode. Uh, you know, I feel like we jumped into a weird one where I don't have too much to say because it was kind of the Daredevil thing. I felt like I was just like, oh wow, we talked about this last week, and now I feel like Nick D was correct about everything he said in a way, and that it's going to be a totally different week. Daredevil, I'm still going to stay optimistic. Still
Yeah, I
going to
mean,
stay
like it's
optimistic.
probably still going to be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely going to be cool.
He's definitely gonna be a lot cuter and funnier. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot more in tone with this world. Because again, it might be
It's interesting to see
it
who
would be
else
a
they
total
bring.
mismatch if it was the last one.
Like, is Froggy going to be
Yeah,
the same dude? Are they going to bring
yeah,
Paige
yeah.
back or whatever her name was, right?
That would be interesting if the whole law firm
Because
continues over. Is it gonna be a new law firm?
she was she was even in Punisher, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I think they started bleeding into other shows. Like, didn't she like represent him? She
Something,
represented Punisher, right? Yeah,
something, yeah.
she was his defense.
Either way, it was that's the one thing that stood out. And like in the credits, they did a whole shoe thing that people are talking about, where they like showed a bunch. There's like that dude who collects the superhero shoes in the show. He's like the other lawyer that works at the law firm. And in the credits, you know how they've been doing the credits, Jerry, where they like show the courtroom drawings, but it's like
Yeah,
events
yeah,
from
I
the
like
show.
those.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's another reason
really
why
like
I like the
those.
show. The credits are amazing. Well done.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to those.
They're really well done.
Yeah.
I also thought Hawkeye had really good ones too.
Dude, same with Miss Marvel.
I liked Hawkeye's credits.
Miss Marvel's credits arguably are better than the show, but that's a story for a different time.
Credits are the new thing.
They've always
Credits
been
are
a
the
thing.
new thing.
They've always been a
Credits
thing.
are the new trailer.
Jerry, you're just out of your element, Donnie. In the credits, though, this is important. They show this is important. Listen, dude. They show this like closet with all these shoes, and there's a bunch of different characters, like Deadpool and Cable.
I didn't see that. This is a drawing.
It's one of those drawings in the credits. Pull it up, Nick D. I'm surprised you didn't
I,
see it. It's all over the
I
YouTube.
didn't. I didn't notice it.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I should have maybe mentioned this earlier, but I never know where the show's going to take us. But yeah, I really liked it. Great episode. Well, I mean, it was a great middle episode. Like, oh, okay, this is going, they're building up for something bigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
Are those Pokemon? Those look like Pokemons too.
I gotta
There's
get a
Ms.
better microphone.
Marvel. There's Deadpool.
I was
That's
thirsty, dude. I
Thanos.
was real thirsty there, Jerry. It was necessary. There's no one even watching. I'm assuming, Jerry, you have your phone open or something.
Computer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's.
Participating and observing. Yeah, I don't know. Nick was way faster.
It says that the OverShow is the only person watching.
I just typed in She-Hulk credit shoes, and it's
And nothing?
comes up.
You got it?
Credit.
No, yeah, I got it. Yeah, there's Deadpool. That one
You
looks
can
like a
share-
Pokeball. That's Vision. Well, I did it on my computer.
I saw a
That's
video that
Cyclops.
told you what, like.
That's Scarlet Spider. I can name all of these. I think that's obviously Hulk. That yellow one. I mean, I don't know. You can't find it, Jer?
I said, here we go, tubes.
Oh.
Okay. I don't see it.
Buddy.
What?
I think you're doing it on the wrong browser, Jer. Because the She-Hulk. Yeah,
guys,
there you go.
Guys.
There
it
you
is.
go, buddy. There you
There
go.
it is.
God damn it.
One of them's the Thing. I think the one like. Not above two above Cyclops is the Thing. Do you see that, Nick D? Yep, right there,
Oh
Jerry.
yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Below that is Vision.
Okay.
Who's to the left of Vision? Who's that blue and green?
I don't know.
Prowler?
Oh,
Is
it
that
might
Prowler?
be. It might be.
Could it be Goblin?
It might be. One of them, I think,
Oh,
is.
it might be
Is that a
Goblin.
pumpkin?
That does look
Isn't
like
that
a
a
little
pumpkin right
pumpkin.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
does
think
look
one
like
of
a
them is
little-
Goblin. Yeah. I know they said that top second one in on the top is supposed to be Doctor Strange, but I didn't get that. Yeah, that one there. And then I know one of them. Over beneath.
Oh yeah, that's old school Strange. I thought that was Thanos, but I see it now. Yeah, that's Strange.
Beneath Cyclops is also Black Panther. And then
yeah.
beneath.
And to the left of that is Scarlet Spider.
And then underneath that
Below Scarlet Spider's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah. Moon Knight. Yep. But the Deadpool
Who's
one.
to the left of Miss Marvel? Deadpool ones are sick.
The Deadpool one's super in your face.
Is that is that a Pokemon two below? Like, is that a Pokeball? What is that? Two below Deadpool.
I don't know. But interesting. Interesting little thing there, little tidbit there in the credits. Because it's just interesting which shoes they
Hawkeye.
picked, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Oh, did you know, Jared, this was here?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Electro.
Wolverine, the blue and green one. Why would that be Wolverine?
Ghost Rider.
I think that one's Hulk. I don't think that's Wolverine. I think that's purple and green.
No, go down.
Yeah, I just wanted
The Wolverine one, Nick, is blue and yellow.
No, but the one to the left of it.
Yeah, the one that they've listed as Wolverine. It's like that doesn't make sense.
Question mark.
That's Hulk.
Electro.
Nova. Oh, Electro. That makes sense. I see it now. Yeah, Doctor Strange. Captain America. Dope. Right on.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
I've got those Deadpool Vans. Wore them like twice.
Yeah.
I remember those Captain Marvel Vans sold out like immediately. They were dope looking.
Crazy enough, I have a crazy ass Vans collection. I don't have any of the Marvel ones.
Oh, okay.
I already pretty much was.
Over it by then.
No, just my whole closet, top to bottom, is shoes, in boxes that I've never worn. So I was pretty over it.
Yeah, those ones on the bottom there. Those are the ones I have.
Those ones are sick. Damn, those ones are sick, Nick. I didn't even realize they made those ones.
Yeah.
Oh, those ones are fucking sick.
With the Hulk toes?
I didn't really like. By the time these came out, I wasn't like. I was already like over collecting shoes. I was like, I don't need no more shoes.
Yeah.
I went heavy on like I don't know, like the Bowie ones. I got a bunch of those.
Those are sick. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like those.
I've never like they're so the white ones that are mocked up after my tattoo are so clean that I've never worn them.
Yeah, exactly. I have a real problem buying white shit
Yeah.
because I will stain it like immediately.
Yep.
Like I bought this dope white Adidas hoodie, ruined in like a month.
Wow.
It's like so I don't know. Like I don't know like white shoes. I don't know how people do it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, great episode. Moving on. Not much else to say about it, you know.
Yeah.
We'll sum it up and we'll sum
three
it
more
up.
episodes, two
Yeah.
more episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you want to move on to a day?
What are the options? Clerks and what else?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Let's talk about Harley Quinn. Start bang out Harley Quinn.
Yeah. You got stuff to
Yeah,
say about
let's
it?
bang out the TV show. Yeah, we'll bang out the TV shows and then we'll get to the movie.
Jerry, did you watch?
No.
Let's wait then.
No, fuck it. What?
You want to talk about it?
This started on spoiling stuff. Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's true.
Yeah,
And
let's
honestly,
go back to
you
the
you
holiday.
you can't spoil this. Like what the
Yes.
ending is what you get.
Go for it.
What
Go
do you
for
think
it. Go for it.
Because you wait, and just to be clear, audience, you saw up to episode 9, so you're just guessing the last episode.
Too much build up, but
Yeah,
bet-
walk us through the last episode.
I bet it ends with credits.
Oh,
And they're not that good too. They're not that good.
I think he's actually right. I think he nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know exactly what happens because this train has been coming since Suicide Squad. Like it's it's funny how like the comics I guess have kind of done it, but now it's the show that is full on just she's a good guy now. Like they're just like she's been changing since Margot Robbie played her. Everyone wants her to be a superhero. That's how this one ends. She just joins the Bat Team essentially. And there's all other kinds of stuff. That's like a spoiler without spoiling how you get there.
And I feel like the one thing I'll say is that they were kind of building it up with the whole her and Batwoman's relationship or whatever in that one episode, and they kind of hinted at it and shit. But then I mean, I have to say it because it just has to be said. It's like Ivy's joining or starting the leading the. Is it the League of Doom?
The Legion of Doom, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God! It says it right there.
Yeah.
Is that
so?
Yeah. So. I mean, I didn't necessarily see it coming. I do think it's interesting.
I love it. I think it's like a really fun. I love the idea that for Harley, like two of these kind of sideline characters, that them teaming up and in this case kind of getting together as in a relationship has actually propelled them to Harley's a good guy, and now like Poison Ivy's like essentially like the leader of Gotham now, right? Like she's like the baddest villain in like she's basically a god.
Yeah.
And even Luthor is like, I'll pay you to run the Legion of Doom because you're clearly the one in charge here.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with the supporting cast because that's the characters I really like. King Shark, Clayface.
Who goes where?
Who goes where?
Essentially, they're kind of doing a Gotham Civil War here.
Yeah. And also point out that they've also made the Joker a good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was like 2 episodes ago.
Like, it's in the coming like war or whatever for Gotham. I totally think Joker will side with Harley rather than Poison Ivy, or he'll side with Poison Ivy just to be spiteful.
He's the fucking mayor of Gotham.
It behooves him to have Gotham be.
It's funny because we're talking about this show like it's fucking serious and even the slightest amount.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can throw the most curveballs because it's just a comedy. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's wild and out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, it was a great season. It started off slow, in my opinion. And then by, like, episode 3 or 4, I feel like it really picked up. And altogether as a season, it was great. I really hope that, me and Nick were actually talking about this earlier off camera, that like it isn't a long wait till the next season. That like because they only did 10 episodes, we're gonna get another season of this within the year. Like this time next year, then season 4 will be ending. Another 10 episodes. So I mean, I hope that is what their game plan is, because that would be awesome. But yeah, great show. Fucking fantastic. Juice that it continued on. It's one of the surviving shows from the DC app fiasco. So yeah, pretty fucking awesome.
I never watched Teen Titans.
It went on for a bit too on HBO Max. I don't know if it still is.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's no date. Is it 2023? It says right there. It said 2023 on that last one, Jerry.
Wow.
Season 4. So yeah, maybe we will get a season next year. I would definitely give it a. I'm gonna give it the season an A. I really enjoy this show. I don't think it was a letdown in any way. After them taking quite a long break in between, like I said, it started off slow, but by the end it was fantastic. So I'm gonna put it in an A.
Yeah. Only bummer is that it's 10 episodes. Weren't the last ones like 20? But it's like you said, it's like, well, if it's 10 and we get to keep going, that's fine.
No, 13.
13.
13?
Season 1.
I will say, I really like Gordon in
Gordon's great. Yeah.
in these. Like, Gordon is great. So it's like, okay,
13.
maybe a little bit more Gordon. That would have been.
Well, he's out now.
Yeah.
But
He'll come back.
I also love Two-Face, Andrew Daly. And Two-Face is great in this show.
Riddler.
Riddler's great. Oh, dude. Who's Buster? What is his name? Tony Hale. What is Tony Hale? Mento or something? He's like one of the best parts of the show, and I can't even think of the character's name. The hypnotist guy. Jazza Pajizza?
Dr. Psycho.
Dr. Psycho. I fucking love Dr. Psycho in this show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Swamp Thing.
Good stuff. Yeah,
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
The whole Swamp Thing that was this season was the first time they brought that into the fold.
Yeah.
That was
With
great.
the red and the green and yeah.
The Swamp Thing shit was great. Yeah.
He was in one before.
He was in a couple episodes, right? Or at least 2.
Yeah, because he comes back during the zombie thing to help out or something. Oh, he doesn't he like rein Ivy in? Yeah. Batman Begins forever. Like Joker do. I love that Joker song.
I liked it. I liked these episodes.
Yeah. Fantastic show. What would you say, Nick, rating wise?
Yeah. Like I'd say, just as good as the last two. Like I'd give it an A. I really like it. I want more.
Jerry?
I wonder.
Oh, Nick D?
Do you think we'll ever see Kaylee again? Actually, just seeing her picture at the beginning of the show, do you think she'll ever do a live action Harley? Do you think they'll ever do that?
Duh. No, I don't.
It's a Swamp Thing. That's a bummer. That'd be cool.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Really? They don't even show them?
Interesting.
There you go, Swamp Thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't think it would be the same
Definitely not.
What?
if they did the live action or whatever, and then Kaylee and
Oh yeah.
played them. I'd just be like, eh.
The only way it'd be funny is if they were Marvel and they could write it into some type of multiverse scene, where like they come through a portal or something, and it's the two of them are like making out or something.
Like that.
And they're like,
But couldn't they do that in Flashpoint? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like in like a
yeah.
Flashpoint.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Did you guys hear? What's the deal with that? Like, is there new Flash news where he's like in rehab now or something, and they're gonna try to salvage this movie?
Yeah, aren't they doing reshoots for? Oh wait, that was Aquaman to fit Batman.
wait,
Oh,
did it?
Batman's gonna be in reshoots.
Which Batman?
Wow.
Batflex.
Shut the
Hell
fuck
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
He said he was never shooting up again.
He's literally said that like 5 or 6 times. You can't trust any of them. It's all bullshit. Like, who knows what WB's gonna do? I've almost kind of like lost. Like, I genuinely don't care. I'm just kind of like, put it out, whatever it is, just do it. Stop talking about it. I think they should just start over, build around Pattinson and Joaquin Phoenix, and whoever else wants to come back. If Cavill wants to come back, bring him back. But start over.
Around fucking shit. Walking Phoenix, get out of here, Nick. Get the fuck out of here.
Those are the only two things that like people are responding to. That's the only shit that's making money. Like, what they gonna build it around Aquaman? No. They gonna build it around Wonder Woman? No.
Aquaman, and Wonder Woman, I think, have made quite a bit of money, right?
But no one gives a shit anymore.
I mean,
Like, it's been way too long. Yeah, no one even wants a third Wonder Woman. No one wants this second Aquaman. Like, who cares?
I'm intrigued by the second Aquaman.
Only because Batman is now going to be in it. I didn't give a shit before that.
I like Jason Momoa.
I love Momoa, but these movies, like that Aquaman movies,
That's pretty god. It's a one and
mid at best.
It's a one and done.
Mid at best.
It's a one and done. It's definitely a one and done watch.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you said,
like
hey,
Stardo, and this Flash, I kind of think this Flash movie is going to be the same. Just one and done. Being like, okay, this was cheese.
yeah,
You know, like
But
I really don't have faith in any of it.
I don't like the other ones either, to be honest. Like I'm not. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't think I need more of that either. I don't
So,
think
that
there's nothing
that does kind
DC's
of
doing.
say then like let's start over then. Like
Well,
if the audience is split between those two and they can't even agree, it's like let's just start over.
Well, I there is one actually. I spoke a little too soon. There is one that is fantastic, and I think it has a sequel coming out this holiday season. Shazam. That
Never
was
saw it.
that dude, Nick. I'm telling you, that is a good time. It's not meant for us. When you watch it,
Yeah.
you could tell it's not meant for us. But
Yeah.
it's a fun movie.
Funny and like.
He's a great actor.
engaging.
He's a great
I
actor.
watched it with Karina. Yeah, exactly. I watched it with Karina's like family, and
Yeah.
everyone enjoyed it.
It's fun.
Like and the comedy is funny. It's not like it's just stupid.
It's got like a Goonies weird vibe to it because it is, or Kids, or is it, no? What's the one with Big? Is it Big?
Yeah.
Right.
Tom Hanks.
You know, it has all those vibes to it because that's kind of what the storyline is. And dude, he's just a great actor, and it totally worked.
What's the show? Is he from? Is that Pushing Up Daisies or something? Or
Chuck.
What is Chuck? Yeah, I like him. I like that show.
I like that show. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
lie, I'm a big fan of the show.
I liked the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what made me interested in this. And again, I didn't see it because I didn't want to or anything. I just never got to it. It's just one of those
Nick
things.
D, it's on HBO Max. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. I do want to see it.
So I can, and there's a spoilers, super spoilers, kind of not actually super spoilers as a joke, but it's not actual super spoilers. But Superman does make a cameo in it, but you don't even see his fucking face.
He's a silhouette.
No, you just like it's like I think it's the after credits bang. Because the whole movie, he's like, oh, like one day I'm gonna be at lunch at school and Superman's gonna come through, and then like they do a shot where like he's at lunch, him and his brother, his brother with the.
It's something like where.
Because there's a big lunch scene earlier in the movie where he gets beat up.
And they're like, oh, I have a meeting, and then
Yeah.
it's something like that where they're like, oh, I'm meeting someone today.
And then he turns into Shazam, and then then Superman
And you
lands.
see the boot and the cape.
Yeah.
Oh.
From like behind, right, Jerry? Isn't it like from behind? And then they turn around and they're like, they do one of those, and then it cuts, and then it cuts into the credit, and that's like the after credits bang.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't even see Henry Cavill, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. How he also wasn't in Peacemaker Peacemaker. He was just a silhouette.
Yeah. Yeah. Which also Peacemaker, continue him.
Yeah, continue Peacemaker. Peacemaker's great.
That's my thing is like I hate to
But
say
you're not gonna build
I hate
a
to say it.
like DC
I
around
don't
Peacemaker.
I don't super hate the world that's now kind of left.
What do you mean?
That a part of the what do you call it universe? What was this bucket's name?
Oh, Snyder.
Yeah, the Snyderverse. You know, like
Yeah,
if we're counting Shazam as part of that, I like him.
yeah,
I think Aquaman could be cool with Jason Momoa done properly.
yeah, yeah.
Wonder Woman, I'm just not a huge fan of that storyline. But
Yeah.
there is a possibility of making something good. She's great as the character. The
sure.
last one
For
was
sure.
definitely trash. We can all agree on that.
Never saw it.
The
but yeah,
first
I hear
one
it's
was
bad.
pretty good. The first one was pretty good.
I really like the first one.
And the second one has
I also
moments.
really liked her introduction in Batman vs Superman. I thought even just her little bit in Batman vs Superman, she's great.
I hate to say this though, dude, because I like him as the Mandalorian, but he wasn't. He was kind of creepy and weird in this. He was like almost doing too much. He had like a Jim Carrey moment, but he's not Jim Carrey.
What are we talking about?
He plays the bad guy, Wonder Woman 2.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? But yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mando plays the bad guy in Wonder Woman 2, and he goes for it, Nick, and it's
Wow.
he does a whole thing is what I'll say, and it wasn't great, right, Jerry? Like it just didn't work, and that's kind of what made the movie not the greatest is his overacting.
Okay. Who is he? Who's the bad guy? But I thought it was Cheetah.
No, she's like secondary.
Minor villain.
She's like the one being
So who's
manipulated by
Mando?
him.
Like Wishmaster or something.
No, he takes that power from the Wishmaster.
Oh.
It's a weird movie, dude. It's long too,
Okay.
Nick D.
So long.
It's so long, yeah.
God,
Yeah.
it's so long. That's probably the biggest thing. Is just there's too much.
Yeah. It's like 3 hours.
God. But yeah. It's
Wow.
pretty. I think 2:45.
Because it came out during Christmas, right? So yeah, they were like, you're gonna be home.
It came out during
It's
COVID, so
streaming.
So
Yeah.
they were like, fuck it.
Give them the
Like that
extended cut.
Long cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate that thinking. Like it sucks if the movie suffered because of it, but I do like the idea that they're like, here's a bunch of shit if you like Wonder Woman, but it doesn't sound like they stuck the landing.
No, they just went for it though. Starts flying. That was weird.
Anyways, I mean, we're on a Wonder Woman weird tangent here, but
Yeah.
that's what's great about the show is now we're wasting a bunch of time just talking about all this. But Shazam 2, I think, Jerry, can we look that up? When does that come out? Because that's going to be a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Christmas is Black Adam November and Shazam 2 Christmas, or did Shazam 2 get pushed back? Is it 2023 now?
It was supposed to be Christmas, I thought. Wow, it got pushed back.
Oh.
Damn, Jerry,
Because they don't want to compete with Flash. I think they didn't know if Flash was going to be this year or next, and so now that Flash is this holiday, they're like, push Shazam. We don't want to compete with ourselves.
But we got to see Black Adam, Nick D.
Yeah, Black Adam. Oh, but I thought that was November, so that got moved up, or maybe not. Maybe it was always October. But I'm hyped for that because that's like the week after Halloween Kills. No, Halloween Kills is that same or ends or whatever. Is that same weekend?
Yeah.
I thought it was before that.
Did you see the last one?
Yeah, I saw the last two.
Not me.
Yeah, I remember me and D saw it in theater, and it was...
It's streaming somewhere. I saw it.
You didn't see the last one?
Max or something.
Dude.
I watched it.
No, it's the weekend before, Nick D.
Okay, sick.
Oh, I'm seeing that. I love the last one. The last one was great. I'm juiced for this one.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
The new Scream is set in New York.
No, I didn't hear that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know about Scream and what they're doing with that franchise. They need to just stop. Halloween, at least, like, this is a Halloween. You know, I think this is the end of the original cast. I think, you know, she'll actually hang it up now. And because
Yeah.
they jumped the storyline back to it taking place after the first movie, they cleaned everything up. As far as
Yeah.
if you want to watch it now
A
from
Halloween, yeah.
well from what they're now saying, is the three piece,
Yeah.
which is, one, and then the three that they're making, right? This will be the third one.
Yeah.
So they're saying, okay, it's a four piece. So they're saying it's the original one and then the three that they made. I still think two was cool. The original two.
What happens in 2? I forget.
It takes place like right afterwards. After one. Like right after one. But they null and void that in this storyline, from my understanding.
Yeah, because he's in jail.
They're saying, yeah, it just goes one and then right into this shit.
And then 30, yeah, like 30 years of prison.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like two. So, and
I'd have to see it again. I'll watch 2 again.
and there, the,
I
like,
don't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
there's moments in the other ones that are all right. Even in H2O, there's moments that are cool. But yeah, most of those movies are
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
Most of those movies are pure garbage. I can't even think of all the names. There's another one with a weird name that's either before or after, with like Busta Rhymes or something, right? It's either before or after.
Isn't it like H2O and then
One of them had a famous rapper.
yeah, where they're like filming a reality show or something?
Yeah.
Like this one, whatever this one is.
What is going on? Why won't my computer?
And to be honest, like I thought I liked, and don't make, I shouldn't say I thought I liked. I did like, and I still kind of like the Rob Zombie ones, but I feel like what they've now done, I like that better.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I liked the Rob Zombie ones. I like these ones better because they feel more. They're like actually scary, whereas Rob Zombie movies are just like intense. Like I don't find them like scary. Like I don't know if they actually build like tension, but
Rob
they're just
Zombie?
more like they. Yeah, they look cool and they're like intense because they're visceral.
That's
But
the one.
like,
Buster Rhymes. What is that one called?
I really liked it how he when in
Resurrection.
his room you see that he had all those different masks. I thought that was a cool little thing that was added to the Rob Zombie one.
I agree with you on the Halloween front, but I find Devil's Rejects is one of the scariest movies I've ever watched in my life.
Devil's Rejects is gnarly, yeah. Devil's Rejects, I do feel is the exception to the rule. Like it almost feels like he's not doing his normal thing with that one. I never saw the 3 from Hell though, and I wanted to.
Three from
Like
Hell.
I do want to see. Is it worth seeing just to wrap up the story, or is it not even?
You want me to, all right, without giving spoilers, but this is
Yeah.
obvious, is what's his name was clearly dying. He was,
Yeah,
I think he was
Sid
already,
Haig.
Sid Haig was already diagnosed with cancer and was like dying.
Yeah,
You can feel it in the movie, and it just feels weird in the scenes that he is in. And
Yeah.
without him, let's be honest, it's not,
Yeah.
it's, and the other
because
guy,
I mean,
the
so
other
a lot of
guy,
that falls to Otis, right?
right, and the other guy, like, number one, I find him to be the creepiest fucking. I think that rape scene that he does in Devil's Rejects. I will always say
messed
this
up.
is one of the scariest horror scenes I've ever seen, without even killing anyone. It's just so creepy the way it all unfolds
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
It feels NC-17-y. It's like, whoa,
Yeah,
this
it's
is gnarly.
because it is that like grindhouse exploitation stuff.
It was
where it's
gnarly.
like not even like it's
And I feel like coming back to them, I've only saw that movie once, Nick, so I need to rewatch it. But like, I just don't. It didn't feel great. But I do want to look at this, Jerry. This is interesting.
Is there a crazy soundtrack? Because
Yeah, it's a
both
cool.
those
It's a
both
cool
those movies
movie.
have great soundtracks.
It didn't live up to the hype of the other two, though. Those first two movies, like I think House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, are two of the best two-piece
Yeah.
horror film ever. And the third one just kind of fell a little short. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
just fell a little short. Okay, yeah, so it goes. Okay, so then that's interesting. I like how there's 3 separate fucking timelines. And then the classic Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, is on its own.
Yeah, that's just like, this has nothing to really do with anything. Because, yeah, it's 20 years later, and then Resurrection, those also have your mom in it. What's her name?
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they go all the way up to 95. Dude, the one thing that's interesting too though is Halloween 3 is semi-related because there's like a mask story, if I'm not mistaken, about like the
Isn't it
mask.
three? Yeah, isn't it three little shorts? Halloween 3 about
Mm-hmm.
Season of the Witch,
Yeah, they're
and one of them is there's masks that turn kids into monsters.
which is
There's
hinting at the whole what happened in one. You'd assume,
yeah, yeah. That
but
it is almost trying to add like a mystical element to it.
yeah,
Again, I haven't seen that movie in forever, and I've only seen it once. I saw the Halloween 3 like forever ago.
I've seen all of them at once. I went on a binge where I made sure that I've seen all of them.
Yeah. Like I've seen H2O and Resurrection. I couldn't tell you what happens in either of them. Like I don't remember.
H2O is where she's at her kids in college or something, right, Jared?
Yeah.
And then she goes back there, and there's a whole weird scene like on this hillside in a parking lot, if I'm not mistaken,
Huh.
towards the end. Oh, and like she's going back to save the daughter. And then like
Resurrection is, they're doing like a reality show.
inside the house that he from one.
Oh,
From
yeah,
one.
yeah.
How does she get
I
involved
feel like
though,
I watched
Jared?
that one like not too long ago. Actually, it's
She
been the last like 10
again
years.
comes back to kill him.
Right, which is similar to Halloween 2018.
Yeah, it's all just like, what? You're making this show? That's stupid. And, travels there to stop him.
Which I still think they should have fixed that name for 2018. That's the one thing when you look at the list. It's like that name should have been something different.
Yeah.
Halloween kills.
It's interesting how that was like a thing though, like around that time where like you would just get a new version of a thing that just had the same name. Like I don't have an example right now.
No,
but I feel like that was happening a lot with video games and shows and yeah.
I like 2 and how it's 2. I just wish that the 18
But yeah,
one.
for this to be like a continuation. From
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
But it's still just like, Halloween. It's like, well.
Yeah. I'm excited for Ends. I really am. I like Kills. Kills was a slaughterhouse, dude. Everyone seen it?
McBride produced these?
Yeah, he wrote them too, or helped write them. It's his whole little squad. When you know he moved or something, and him and his boys all make movies now together.
Yeah.
This is them, the 3 of these films.
In like Georgia or something, right?
Right, something weird, yeah. Fantastic though, dude. Like, dude, the fireman scene is just.
Yeah.
The
that's
fireman
insane.
scene is one of the best Halloween scenes out of all these movies. Is when he's just laying waste, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen a clip of that scene.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah, it is the season, so I might watch a few of these.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think I watched 3 at the Oakland apartment. Oops.
Yeah, Season of the Witch.
One Halloween season.
Yeah. It was probably the year I was watching all of them, Jerry.
Probably.
Is that Donovan's song in that movie? It's gotta be. There's no way it's not.
I think so.
It must be the season of the witch.
Yeah, I think it might even be the intro.
I was gonna say I think. Yeah, at the beginning.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Donovan's the shit.
So yeah, we got Halloween coming out. What else were we talking about? How do we even get to where we are?
We're talking about movies, which leads us into Clerks.
Swamp Thing somehow.
Wait, why is this saying?
No, we were talking about because Black Adam comes out in October, and this comes out the week before.
Do we get discontinued and then started back up?
For what?
Streaming, because it says we've only been streaming for 4 minutes.
No, I think 45 minutes. Then so next would be
Stupid computer.
Trace.
Oh, Clreks3.
Which again, this is a full show. I did not see any of these.
Hell yeah!
that you guys are talking about. Back
Well,
to the good old days.
well, you only missed one Harley Quinn. You're only missing episode 10. We did
And
spoil it
She-Hulk.
for you.
Yeah.
And She-Hulk you're watching, you just missed the last one too, which we also got spoiled for you. So apologize. Clerks 3 you won't get to see Jared for quite some time, I imagine, because he's touring it, unless you go to the tour.
I was gonna say unless they were playing it in Jersey,
No, I
they
mean,
might.
they
You and
already,
BK could go see it, yeah.
the Phantom, the weekend that they did it, Jersey already happened, just to point out too, dudes. If you, yeah, that was stop
Did
one.
BK go?
No, BK's going. No, BK's going out to New Jersey in a couple weeks, but no, he's not going to that. He's not going.
You
to that.
heard it here. BK's going to report back from the quick stop.
Yeah, maybe.
He's gonna, he's gonna talk about it.
Go on Wednesday.
They're still playing it at the Phantom Theaters, or whatever Phantom Events.
No, this is Regal Essex Crossing,
that-
AMC, Regal, AMC.
Well, Jerry's got cool theaters where he lives. Out here,
Again, it's like I said, the East Coast, like we're super close to Jersey. That it's like I actually would be surprised if they did play in a few.
but
yeah,
but
his
the,
hometown.
I mean, I'm not. You're right. I think you also probably have more smaller theaters that just play stuff like that, because like out here, they only did the Phantom event, and the only other time to see it now out here is that he's coming to the Bay Area next Friday. I think that's the day I leave to go for a Heligrip trip, and that's the night he comes here. And I think he may be playing San Jose or Sacramento as well. But if you don't see him on the tour in most cities, you can't see the movie unless you saw it those 4 days we went, Nick. I think it was 3 or 4 days they were playing it, Phantom
Yeah.
events once a night, kind of like how they did the Dragon Ball movie we saw,
And the Chili Pepper concert.
and the Chili Pepper concert. And the last time we saw Jay and Silent Bob, it was actually the same thing.
Yeah.
The last couple of movies
It was
Kevin's done.
bullshit that we didn't. Last time we got that cool badge. Mm-hmm. That was like.
Well, we like hung out afterwards or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah, they should have given us some free shit for this one.
Yeah. But
I gotta find that. Where is that badge? I wonder where that badge is.
mine's all framed up.
Yeah, I think mine's probably just stuck in a drawer somewhere.
I really like the movie. I want to see it again because it's hard to say that I really, really liked it without seeing it again and where I place it. I feel like it had the vibes of Clerks 1, or like the heaviness of Clerks 1, especially towards the end. The last half of the film definitely felt a lot like Clerks 1 to me. But it had a lot more of the dick and farts and like Kevin's more modern day humor that Clerks 2 definitely had.
Yeah.
He definitely kept the crew tight for this one. There's like a scene with a few cameos, but it's like one scene that he squeezes all the big name cameos into. And other than that, the movie itself, the only cameos you get are like the actual original crew from the original Clerks movie. Not Clerks 2, but Clerks 1. Oh, well, let me take that back. You can see here on the poster, Rosario is clearly in the movie, and she's from Clerks 2. And same with Homie right there with the funny wig on. Oh, Jared just switched it. Right. Oh, yeah, right there. That's Homie from the main restaurant guy, Jerry from Clerks 2. That does the One Ring scene. Do you remember that all in Clerks 2? Mr. Dante. He always calls him Mr. Dante. You don't remember that Clerks 2? All right. Well, they brought him back. I can't think of his name. Yeah, that guy.
It looks more familiar.
But as you can see here too, like you can see all the original cast is on that poster pretty much. Like you got the chick right there next to Randall. You got the guy selling the cigarettes. Oh no, next to Randall, that's Dante. Jer. That was actually Kevin Smith's wife that you were just on. She's from 2 technically. We don't need to super get into all this nerd shit. I'm going way too far into my Clerks.
This is the original picture right here, people, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
First movie.
Also, you can see Walter Flanagan right there holding up the egg underneath Dante's arm. Right there, yep.
Flanagan.
Yep, Walter Flanagan. Huge fan of him.
There's a cat. I like cats. I might see the movie for the cat.
Yep,
Hell yeah.
that's actually a reference to the original, if I'm not mistaken.
Little poo poo, little cat poo poo.
I mean, I don't know how far we want to go into explaining in the movie or anything. It's hard because I want people to see it, so I don't want to say too
Yeah,
much.
well, I don't think we should give anything away. I'll just say,
Make
you
a nice
know,
point.
Yeah, that makes appearance.
oh yeah. That was dope. Um, I think like the best part of this movie, like especially if you haven't been listening to like the podcast and everything for the last couple of years, is that like it's just like very meta. Like I feel like this movie is like how Kev in Smith. I'm not even pretend like we're cool enough for I can call him Kev, like we're homeboys. Like processed his like heart attack, and I thought that was like really interesting. That you could just see that it's like, oh, this is
I feel like that.
him dealing with his mortality,
I
and it's
think
like I thought that was really interesting little window into his life,
it,
his head, not his life, his head.
it's like you get the real version, Nick, from the perspective of Randall, and then in the third
Yeah.
act, he does this whole crazy Dante thing. That's like almost he's like, this is what I thought was going to happen.
And in a weird way too, a lot of the Dante stuff made me think I'm like, oh, that's how he feels about Jay. That's also him speaking how he's like, you were always the star. Like even though he's both Randall and Dante, I also think there's a little bit of Dante when he's specifically talking about how when Randall is like, oh, like you're the main character in my life. You know what I mean? Because you're my best friend. I think that's Kev talking about Jay personally,
I think it's
and I was
still,
like, that's really sweet. Like you know,
I think it's him talking about Brian and Jason in a way,
yeah, probably his friends that he, yeah,
and I think he also is saying it to Jeff.
yeah.
I think Jeff's saying it because him and Jeff had this whole. I mean, we don't need to go super down the road, but him and Jeff had a falling out for a while. This, that, the other. He's talked about it over the years on the podcast. So if you're a long-term Kev Smith fan, he's mentioned shit over the years. So
Yeah, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know what this movie is. Like, there's no curveballs in this movie.
I think there's a giant curveball. Actually, I thought it was a huge curveball in the third act. Without getting totally into it, I was caught.
I mean, yeah, let's not get into it.
Yeah, I was caught, but
let's not spoil
I will
anything,
say I saw the whole Randall storyline from a mile away, even though it's weird because Randall represents Brian and it should have been Dante from the beginning. If you think about it like that, like that's how it was originally written, is that he's Dante and Brian was Randall in real life. In actual real life, that's how it all was, right? Jason was Jason. But so like when they do this whole weird third act with Dante, I didn't see any of that coming. That caught me completely off by guard. And that's why I don't even want to super go into any deets about what happens in the whole movie as an arc, but like I didn't see any of that happening, Nick. And I actually didn't even like the whole like how he incorporated Jay and Bob into the movie and their role in the overall story. I was also taken back by it. I thought they were just going to be doing their classic Jay and Bob dick and fart jokes out front, but he actually like incorporated them into it to where they were like part of the overall arc, which they hadn't been in Clerks 2 or 1.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again. I mean, the one thing I will say, and this is, I'm not taking anything away from it, but you got to remember, this is the same cast he originally cast in the original movie. These
And they're
people
not
aren't the
actors.
greatest actors, yeah.
Yeah. But having said that, they all rise to the occasion.
They do their
they're
best.
They're not seasoned actors, but they all have one or two scenes where you're like, man, he fucking crushed it in that. Like he put it all on the table right there.
Like, I can't think of that lady's name that's from the original
But
movie.
she's great.
She's
Yeah,
great
but
in
she's
this.
great.
She's totally great.
Yeah.
But you definitely could tell she probably hasn't acted since maybe the last time they did that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's why it's like, again, like
Yeah,
as a
click on
movie,
it,
it's like,
Jay.
yeah, it's good, check it out. But it is almost like the meta of it.
Am I
It's like,
totally
I think
off?
it's more interesting just like being a fan of Kevin Smith. She pops up in some stuff.
I mean, yeah, she's been in stuff, but
She's in Reboot. Shooting Clerks, the documentary.
yeah, she's worked consistently.
I mean, nothing
Good
I've,
for her.
nothing I've heard of, though, you know, no offense to
Yeah.
it. Go back to, like, Clerks. Jared, was Clerks her first thing? Oh, no.
94.
So she did one thing before that? Wow, yeah, she done one thing before that. And she played rape victim. That's fucking. And then the next
start
thing,
somewhere.
the next thing she did, she wasn't even credited, and it wasn't until 2 years later. Wow. I wonder if all of her movies are East Coast too, though. If she still lives like in New Jersey or whatever. Wow, Jerry, you're going down a deep fishing hole here. Either way, I want to say. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but homie that plays Dante, I like him, and he of course he pops up in all of Kevin's stuff. But yeah, Brian, yeah, but like I know he's an actor and he does other work, but I've looked at other stuff he's done, and
Yeah. Yeah.
not to be mean, but it's not stuff I personally would watch. I'm only gonna watch him really in Kevin's stuff.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that Kevin does that, though, that he fucking goes out. Wait, stop. Dogma 2, a listed of 29 people. What is this Dogma 2 right here? User list right here. What under? Yeah, click on that. We're stopping everything we're doing. What is there a rumor of that being a possibility?
I feel like we would have heard mention of that, right?
There's no way,
Anya
right?
Taylor-Joy?
I think it's a list of people they would want in it.
Jeff Anderson?
Yeah, this is some public.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a wish
It's
list.
the post.
This is a wish list?
It's
Wow.
a forum post.
Okay. It got my... Me and Nick D have spoken about this, but that's clearly the best picture he's ever made was Clark. I mean, the Dogma.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still, like, with all that being said, I fucking loved it. I walked out of the theater very happy with what I had seen. Kevin did another great picture. I liked it better than Reboot, personally. And I loved Reboot. Nothing against Reboot. I thought that had some moments. But I thought this was a stronger picture. Can we pull up Kevin's IMDb? Am I wrong to say this is only the second picture since the heart attack?
And He-Man? Maybe movie, but yeah.
Yeah, not including He-Man.
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely been working on stuff, but...
Well, Kilroy was here. No one's ever seen. He did it like with a film school, but I don't think you can see that movie. He made it with a film school. Yeah, in Florida. I'd love to see it. Yeah, Ralph's in it as a priest. It's a horror film.
Yeah.
Go back there, Jared. Other than Kilroy was here, which
Then yeah, Clerks.
if someone knows a way to see that, I'd love to know. But it's just Reboot and Clerks. Jeez, Jerry, you're going all over. Clerks 3, Kilroy, Jay and Silent Bob.
Twilight of the Mallrats.
Scroll down though, Jerry.
Pre-production.
Hollyweed, Goldbergs.
When was
Oh yeah, Yoga Hosers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's Yoga Hosers, and then it's Heart Attack. Maybe before that was Tusk. Red State. I mean, Red State, Tusk. Red State especially. Red State to me is the most standout film he's done because it's nothing like any of the rest. Because even Tusk, you've never seen Red State, Nick?
It's crazy.
Nick.
Yeah, I remember you guys have been saying that, how wild it is. I honestly don't even know what it is. Anytime anyone brings it up, they're just like, that movie's fucking crazy.
It's a weird horror film that he does about cults.
John Goodman
is the star, yeah.
Watch it for that, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen this, but that's right. We've talked about this.
Who's the old man?
Because I always want to say it's like that one movie, but yeah, it's not that movie.
That plays the
Bruce
old man?
Dern?
That's from Quentin Tarantino movies and shit.
Bruce Dern?
No.
No, and he's like
It's,
in Inferno.
It's
an actor.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
He plays the cult leader, and he's fucking.
Kyle, instead of me clicking on it here.
Yeah, right there. There he is.
Yeah,
Michael
dude,
Parks.
That dude, Michael Parks,
Right?
dude.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Or I guess
Michael
I'm thinking
Parks
of
is
someone
amazing.
else.
He rest in peace, Michael Parks.
Yeah, Michael Parks is amazing.
Dude, he is so good in that movie, Nick D. He plays the villain cult leader, and John
Hell
Goodman
yeah.
plays like the CIA, like or FBI, one of the two, right, Jerry? He's the mother. It's pretty much Kevin doing his own version of Waco. He does
Yeah,
his
yeah.
version of Waco, pretty much, Nick D. It's so cool, bro. Yeah, look, it's it's fucking.
Where can I see this? Is this streaming anywhere? I'm looking
It's
on
like
HBO Max
it's
right now.
crazy. It's crazy, Nick, because it's not like anything else Kevin's made, in my opinion. It's a standout picture. Because
Yeah.
Dogma still has Jay and Bob, number one, and it's still dick
Yeah.
and fart jokes and shit. And he's got Jason playing fucking the devil, and he's got usual suspect actors. This is
Yeah.
totally another thing. I will say,
Oh, it's on Prime. Nice, it's on Prime.
Michael Parks also does a fantastic job in Tusk, but
Yeah.
the movie overall is such a fucking wild idea. You know, I mean, he was pretty much making fun of. He literally was making fun of a human centipede. That's how it all happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally how it all happened. Is he was on a podcast with the dude who produces all the movies with him, or used to produce the original one, Scott Mosier. They were doing a podcast and they were making fun of pretty much Human Centipede, from my understanding, and they came up with Tusk. And then they actually made it with Justin Long. Speaking of which, Justin Long does appear in the movie. He's one of the few actors, Jerry, who isn't in the cameo section, and he's just in the movie. Wouldn't you say, Nick?
Yeah.
He's
And
mo-
Sedaris, yeah. Him and Sedaris, the hospital people.
Yeah, they're in the earlier in the movie, Jer, and he has a full blown scene. Justin Long is still a fantastic actor. Mad props to Justin Long, and every time him and Kevin have worked together, magic. I love, and if you ever have a chance, they did a podcast a few years ago where Kevin interviewed them. Fantastic. Their convos are great. You could tell that they really like one another, him and Justin. And because they bonded obviously over this movie. You know, they made a real friendship making this film together.
Yeah. I could see that.
But they talk about that's where I heard it all. Justin talks about when he first met Michael Park, and like Michael Park, I guess, was kind of an asshole to Justin
He seems
Long.
intense.
Yeah, it was very, I guess, intense. You've seen this, Jer, right?
Yeah, we went.
We saw it for Cameron's birthday.
Cameron,
Yeah. Great movie.
Oh yeah, I was seeing Cameron the other night. Speaking of him, real quick.
Yeah, it was Cameron.
What movie did you guys go see?
Clreks3.
This.
Clreks3. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to see a Kevin Smith film, you got to have Kevin Smith with you to see the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Full
what I always
box.
say. That's what I always say, you know.
Yeah.
Full circle here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So we had our Kevin Smith to see the Kevin Smith picture. I'm going to give Clerks 3 a B. I don't want to give it an A or an S because, I think
His
it's
Dogma's an S.
well, it's hard for
It's
them.
not as good as Dogma.
It's that as well as it's just, like we said, they're not, they're not young actors or here.
Yeah, and it's so personal that I feel like it's going for something different anyway.
And I know if other people who aren't Kevin Smith fans would probably give it a way lower rating, and I understand that. But as a huge fan of the story arc of the View Askew universe, I fucking love it, and I gotta give it like at least a B. I want to even give it more, but I need to see it. I need to at least watch it one more time at home comfortably to be able to be like, oh, it's even better than I thought, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was really taken back by it, by the third act. So yeah, Nick.
I'll say too. I'll say that star of the show, in my humble opinion, was Randall.
Yeah.
Randall killed it in this movie.
Yeah.
He, out of everyone in the movie, everyone holds it down. Even again, like Jay's probably the most. Well, I mean, you're taking out Rosario Dawson and Justin Long. Take out all of them. Jay's the most experienced actor in that crew, and I still think Randall like crushed it. I think Randall like really was like, oh, I've got to be the star of a movie. Okay, and he did it. So yeah, I'd give it a B plus, A minus, and I'd really say Randall's the one who carried it.
I mean, I thought
They're all great, not taking away from anyone, but yeah, Randall was my favorite part of the movie.
I think Randall always stands out in all three motion pictures. He
Yeah.
I think Jeff could have been even in other movies personally, out of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought Jason and Kevin, the Jay and Silent Bob usage in the movie was
Yeah.
picture
Exactly.
perfect. I'd like to give a
Yeah.
shout out to Harley's boyfriend, though. I can't think of what his name is.
Yeah.
And
But he does a lot with very little.
I'm very surprised he's not featured in a lot of these photos. Maybe he had another film gig going on because he,
Yeah.
other than these people you see right here, Jer, he's the other character who's in the whole movie. But he's playing the new Silent Bob for the gentleman in the center. He's his
Yeah.
sidekick.
And that dude crushes it too. Both of them. The new
Yeah,
Jay and Silent Bob are great. They're both great.
yeah. The whole little thing that they had going on in the movie
Yeah.
was fantastic.
And it's great that they're not like carbon copies. Like even though what's his name is Silent Bob, he does it in a completely different way. That it's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, it's the same joke again. It is kind of like, oh, look, like they're different.
And he's a
They're not the
I'm
same.
pretty sure he was a child actor. I'm going to keep referring to him as Harley's boyfriend because I can't think of what his name is.
But he's like a Disney dude or something.
Yeah, Jay, go back to the cast listing. Let's look this gentleman up. This young hottie up. Okay, what we got here? I see Harley. Right there, Austin.
I think you're right on it, right?
No, down, yep, Austin, yep. It's this gentleman here. This is Harley's boyfriend. Oh, he was in
What
the
is that first movie? I
Fist
can't see
Fight?
that.
What's that?
Scary stories to tell.
I never saw
In the
that.
dark. That's the thing he's famous for. Scary stories to tell in the dark.
I wanted to see that, but
Oh, Mythic Quest.
who is he in Mythic Quest?
Oh, he plays the son. Does he play the son to Rob?
No, he's too old for that. To play PewDiePie or Cutie Pie or whatever.
Poopy.
Poopy Pants. What's his name?
So, yeah.
Little poopy
Then
pants or
who
something.
the fuck does he play? Oh, it says season 3, so it's the new season
Oh, okay.
that comes out.
When is that coming? Like, I feel like I've been waiting on season 3 for like years at this point.
2022. So probably fall. Probably like November.
Okay.
Soon.
Yeah.
Seasons 1 and 2 were great, but that was like forever ago.
Show's great.
Yeah. I don't know this guy from anything.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you to. I feel like he
Yeah.
did a lot of young people things. The thing that I
Yeah.
remember people saying that he was in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was, I think, the big thing he was in.
Which I heard looked cool, but wasn't good.
Dude,
But I heard it looked cool.
I only know him because he's dating Kevin's daughter, and he's popped up in a lot of their like stuff.
Yeah.
He was in that like during quarantine. They made this show. There was like some television contest. I don't know if you guys remember this. And Kevin competed in it. It was like everybody had to shoot their own TV show sitcom from home. And Kevin shot this one about how his daughter's boyfriend moved into their house and he didn't like it. And it was like him and Jason fucking with that kid. And they shot this mini sitcom. Yeah. It's pretty funny. I'm sure you can find it on the internet somewhere. But yeah, Kev shot this mini sitcom with him and Jason playing themselves, like Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. And they're at their house and like they keep messing with the young man because he's
Yeah.
dating Kevin.
And so, is it a reality show, or is it? Do you think it was scripted?
It was no,
like,
was 100% scripted. It was.
So it's not like Jay and him were like putting him on the spot. Like it was okay.
No. It was 100% scripted. But I think he really was living there too during quarantine.
Yeah.
He'd moved in with them or whatever.
It was an organic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Clreks 3, fantastic. If you get a chance, definitely fucking see it. Mad props to Kevin. Can't wait for the next picture, whatever it may be. Whether it be... No, it's not really moose jaw. There's no fucking way he's making moose jaw.
It said something about, Mallrats. I thought
Yeah, I keep hearing Mallrats is happening.
it's even listed, right? Rise of the Mallrats. Like it's gonna be a prequel.
Where do you see that?
Dude, where did I see that? Did I just hallucinate that?
Under this.
Oh, was it under director or was it under writer?
I think. Director.
Yeah, go to director. Twilight of the Mallrats, so it's not a prequel. It's
Yeah.
probably yeah.
He's been saying Moose Jaw's happening for hella years, which is pretty much another version of almost like it's gonna be a weird horror film, kind of like Tusk.
Yeah.
I can't see it happening. A moose that's coming after you in the water, isn't that what it is? Like, come on, dude. Like, what? It's his version of making fun of Jaws now. Like, he already made fun of Human Centipede. Now he's making fun of Jaws. Like, I don't know if that one's gonna hit. And the fact that the cast listing shows just him chasing his daughter and somebody else is like,
Yeah.
There you go.
I did want to see Black Phone too, just since that's on the screen. I did want to see that.
Yeah, I watched it.
Which one?
Is I?
Black Phone. I think it was like nothing special happened.
Yeah. Kind of just pretty
Yeah.
paint by numbers horror movie.
Yeah, you definitely like don't need to like, oh, I'm not going out tonight. I'm watching Black Phone. Like, no, you don't need to do that. You can pop it on in the background. It's a background movie.
Okay.
I still want to see Barbarian. I still want to see Nope. There's a bunch of horror shit I want to see.
I don't know what Barbarian is.
I don't know what it's about, but it looks sick, and it's directed by one of the dudes from Whitest Kids You Know, Zach Krieger, I think his name is. I saw a trailer, but it's like it looks like a haunted house movie or something, but it's like, why is it called Barbarian? Like it's like what is it even about?
Justin Long. Bill
Yeah, Justin Long.
Skarsgård, Georgina
Dude,
Campbell.
look what I figured out. Jared, are you watching the show? Are you in the chat?
Yes. He's doing something.
Dead air, dead air, dead air.
Oh.
Is it a poll?
We got a poll in the chat.
What's the poll?
100%. I'm the winner.
I can't vote in it, huh? Damn, dude. End poll.
What was the poll? Are you going to see Barbarian?
Doobie or Jared.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I will say this. I think we're pretty much wrapping up the show. We talked about all of our topics. So real quick, I will say real fast. Super easy to run a poll in YouTube. Don't know how to do it yet in Twitch.
You probably got to pay or some bullshit.
It's like a button away right here. Like boom. You know, like. So. That's interesting. We now know that. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, hell yeah. That'll come in handy in the future. For our tier list, that's how we should do tier list, is that it's a vote. Like, where does this go? We make our cases, and then the chat decides, which is just BK and Addy and Sadu. Jared, since you didn't watch anything, what have you been watching? What can you spoil for us?
I was watching Sopranos.
Okay. What episode you on? Like 4 or 5 or something?
No, like 9 or 10.
Oh wow, you're
season
cooking.
1. Yeah.
How many are in season 1?
13.
Okay.
Got 3 more.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's good. You know, you don't fuck around with those guys.
Oh man, I feel so bad. What's his name? I'm like drawing a blank on his name.
James Gandolfini.
Yeah. What a powerhouse. What a beast.
Yeah.
What an amazing actor.
What else have I been watching?
You ever see The Mexican?
The Julia
Brad Pitt.
Roberts.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, Gandolfini's great in that as well. Yeah, which is why we're talking about Gandolfini.
6 Degrees from Gandolfini.
Yeah.
All right. So I did change one thing, boys, while we're here, and I'm glad I did. I have now made it to where you have to be a fucking sub for at least 1 minute before you can type in the chat. You
Hell
like
yeah.
that? You like that?
That'll be dope.
You like that? So,
Get
suck
those
it,
subs
everyone.
up.
Yeah, I mean, well, and it's also like, if someone comes over here and they want to
Talk
spam
some shit. You
spam
gotta earn
us,
it. Yeah.
spam us or
Yeah.
something, they gotta like,
Play the game. Yeah.
yeah, be able to like, I don't know. You can make it for longer periods of time too, Jared. You can make it for like, let me see, up to 20 minutes or customize it. So I'm sure you can make it whatever you want duration wise. But I was just gonna do a minute, so that way a person, if they really want to say something, they just have to sub and then they can pop over and wait a minute and say whatever they wanted to say.
Oh, actually, Red State isn't available on Amazon. Just the trailer is. That's stupid.
Nick T, I might just end up buying that so you can borrow it. Yeah, I should already,
Yeah.
I should have it in the collection. If I might even, I don't think
Oh, it is.
I think I'm missing that
No,
in
it's not
Tusk.
on Netflix. Yeah. 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 It's not streaming anywhere.
Yeah, I'll look into it for you, doggy.
Hell yeah. I
Um,
do want to see it. I do want to see it.
anything video game wise? Anyone got any video game little tidbits they want to throw in or anything?
I'm almost done with Persona Strikers because I want to finish that so I can play Bayonetta 2 before Bayonetta 3 comes out next month. That's my yeah. I'm gonna finish Persona, move on to Bayonetta 2. That's my video, and then I've been playing Street
Then
Fighter
Bayonetta
lately,
3.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because a lot of big games coming out before December. I can think of like 5 games that I'm looking forward to just in the next like 3 months.
Give me the 5 games.
Next month is Bayonetta and something. It's each month there's a Switch game and a PlayStation game, and then after that it's God of War and something for Switch, and then in December it's Final Fantasy Crisis Core. So Bayonetta, Crisis Core, God of War, Pokemon was one of them. Yeah, that new Pokemon. I want to play that. And there's something else next month that's dope. It's like 2 games a month. I don't know. What about you guys? What are you playing and what are you gonna play?
Jerry?
I would like to play the zombie game. World War
Yeah.
II.
I want to play the
That's out.
zombie game,
Or the
Alien game,
I don't know.
or the
both games
Marvel
I've been playing.
game.
I need to get that Marvel game so I can get down with you guys. I really like that beat 'em up
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, Nick and I played a level of that before you hopped on, and it's like, yeah, it's fun, it's simple.
It's like mindless. Like yeah, like I like that. It's like you
Yeah,
don't have to.
you do combos. It looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely, like, my only thing is Splatoon. I definitely want to pick up Splatoon. I'll probably pick up either Scarlet or Violet and play that with Nick D, especially because they got the online play, supposedly. But I'm looking forward to Splatoon. I mean, it's out. I just,
Yeah.
Beat 'em Ups just came up. Wood just had this video about Splatoon, and his review was pretty good. And that's kind of what I was waiting for, was for him to give the blessing in a way, and he kind of did. So I'm ready to rock and pick that up. I mean, Bayonetta 3, but like Bayonetta is like a
Gotham Knights. That's the other one. I want to get That's next month. It's
Night. I'm decent
yeah,
on
it's
that.
Gotham Knights and.
is that a follow up
Bayonetta
to the
next month.
Batman?
It's like a side story. Like it's. I wouldn't say it's a sequel. I mean, it takes place. I don't know. It's hard to say if does it take place after Arkham Knight or not.
So yeah, it's like they said, it built off of what they did, but I don't know if it's the same like company, this and that did it, but
Yeah,
it's now
exactly.
co-op. It's like online co-op, and you can be his thing. So
It's the classic. Like I hope it's dope because we can all play together. Like that'd be so. Well, actually,
Yeah.
George, really quick, do you mind looking if it's crossplay? Can Tubes and us even get down on this? Is this even a possibility?
If it is, and we can, I will play it Cause that's what Marvel
hell
is
yeah.
missing. Probably not. Has not been confirmed.
Not been confirmed.
Which
That
means
pretty much means no.
no. Yeah.
So the best we can hope for is maybe it comes in the future. But you heard it. You heard it here first. Dead game. Not even already out, and it's already dead. If you can't play together, what's the point?
That definitely will keep me from probably.
Is Marvel adding it?
Avenger. I looked not too long ago, and they didn't say anything. So it's like hopefully one day, but I don't think there's any actual announcement that it's going to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys too. I'll say it on air just because maybe it'll get done. If you have any interest in playing that Street Fighter beta next month, you've got to sign up the Capcom account. You can't get it. It's a closed beta. So if you don't sign up, you can't get in. Like, you won't be able to get in when it drops is what I'm saying. So you guys should make Capcom accounts so that weekend we can stream some Street Fighter 6.
Text me that offline,
Yeah.
and I'll try to do that, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it, I feel like, for the week. How long did we go, Jerry? Almost 2?
We went for an hour and 21 minutes.
That sounds great.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
It's like an early Marvel movie, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. Am I just realizing something? So by changing it to sub-only mode, I just now dawned on me. I no longer can comment in the chat.
Hell yeah.
You're not subbed.
Yeah, because I can't sub.
Excellent.
You can't sub to yourself.
Yeah. So that's kind of stupid that they...
It's an oversight, yeah.
It's fine. I could log into Heligrip and comment from my own phone. Fuck you, YouTube. Anyways, I love that photo of Kevin. Perfect way to end the show. Go see Clreks3 is my little add-on for the night. I'm gonna end it with my comment being, go see Clreks3.
Jerry, you got to close it. That's an important one. Stay hydrated. Yeah.
Stay hydrated with yours, Jerry?
Yep. Oh,
Tube's doing the work.
Well,
work.
Yeah, I guess that you are staying hydrated, but don't forget to refill.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're mid-show. I'm gonna go refill in just a moment here.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. And Nick D, what was yours? Is the Capcom, or you got something else?
Mine's believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. So see Clreks3, believe in yourself, and stay hydrated.
Also, here's a real one. Mark Smalls is touring apparently with Bert Kreischer. Go see Bert Kreischer and Mark Smalls at a town near you.
I think he's only doing like certain venues. I think he
If Mark Smalls is coming to your town, go see him. He's great.
If I'm not mistaken, the next one is Alaska.
My head. Alaska. Smalls is coming towards you.
And I also don't
show some love.
You don't
to
necessarily
your
have
boy.
to do that, chat. That's
folks in Alaska, what's really important is that you like and subscribe this video.
Yeah.
So you can get more comments.
Yeah.
Comment for more commentary.
If you want to support Smalls, you can, but the more important thing is to support us so we can catch up to Smalls.
Yeah, Smalls is doing fine. Maybe you can show a little love our way.
Exactly.
We find us a sponsor of some kind.
Smalls in his golf buddies got to 100,000 on YouTube. They got their plaque too, which is quite the accomplishment, to be honest.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. So
guys, we're cutting all this shit out and we're gonna do a golf channel.
Exactly.
This was the last episode. Yeah.
Exactly.
Have fun watching Clerks or whatever.
We don't need to be
We're golf guys now.
We don't need to be giving that dude shout outs until he gives us some shout outs.
Go check out Graveyard 420.
That's our guy.
We're shouting out our boys. And Don Mario? You looking for a good time. Go look up Don Mario.
Dude, that fool gave me a follow back last night. So shout out to
Mario, man.
Shout out to the Don. Don Mario. Let's see, is he on right now? He is here.
Tuesdays at 9:30, you can find yourself some Don Mario.
That's our guy.
Is he playing?
Don Pauly 1. Oh, is it Don Pauly? It's not even Don Mario?
He was. I think he changed. He was Don Mario last night because he was dressed up as Mario. He's
I
playing.
see. All right.
He's playing Final Fantasy 10.
Oh, nice. I love 10.
Yeah.
10's great.
It's Retro Tuesdays.
There's another good point. Fixed camera angles for Final Fantasy.
That's fun.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, other than that, yeah. Check out Smalls if you're in Alaska, but if you're fucking in Alaska, you're not watching this show, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good stuff.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week, maybe for an in-person show. Oh, the other thing, actually, yeah. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll talk about this live on chat. Thanksgiving special. How do you guys feel about
Where
this?
where we all bring like a stuffing recipe?
No. I'm gonna order the Packy chip. Austin says he'll do the Packy chip the day before Thanksgiving. I said, can we do it live on the OverTheShow show? He said, yeah, he's down.
That's great.
So
Are you going to do it as well, or Austin's just going solo?
Austin came over last night to help me switch out my bike tube. He thinks I'm doing, or he doesn't think. I told him I really don't want to. I said, me and Jer had discussed maybe doing the Hot One sauce. You know what I'm saying, Jer? Because we have discussed that. I said, Nick D wants nothing to do with any of it. Nick D doesn't want to do the chip. He doesn't want to do the Hot One sauce. He said he understood all of what I was saying. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'll do the chip. So I mean, he did the pepper last year, a year ago, the night before Thanksgiving. So he wants to run it back. So I was like, if you guys aren't busy, we could do a live show.
Man. That's amazing. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah. I mean, I'll be around.
Right, Nick. We can set up the camera.
Jerry, you come into town?
Yeah, I think so.
Jared, if you're around, we do it. I mean, we set up the camera. I don't think we'll do a full-blown episode. We're not going to talk about subjects or anything. We'll just probably do Austin eating the chip, and then we'll cut the feed once it gets too out of control and Austin needs to be taken to the hospital.
I love it. I'm in.
And I'm down. I'm down to get the Hot One sauces. I'll talk to Austin.
Yeah. Let's order the sauce. I'm down to try the sauces. I just don't know if I want to go through the gamut. I'll try them, but I don't think I'm gonna like shit blood or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll just do like a little baby taste.
Yeah. Nick. I got my whole family coming over here, the baby and everybody coming over here for Thanksgiving. So I'm not trying to get destroyed.
Exactly.
But I'm definitely down to give it a trial. Especially because I know, like, we gotta hype Austin up. I know we're gonna have to do the chips first to get him hyped to do the fucking chip. Like, all right, dude, we did some of the sauces, dude. Now it's on you, bro. Stand right here in front of the camera. You gotta eat the chip. But I also want to be like not fucked up so that I can run and like, because I figure when Austin eats this chip, dude, he's gonna be moving around probably. So maybe I could take the camera and we'll just use the cord. You know what I'm saying, Nick? And I could just follow him around for a second in the room.
Yeah. I mean, we can set up in the TV room so that way he can sit at the couch, or like, I mean, he can sit behind the desk if he wants and walk around. But yeah, I like it. If he,
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it. We got a whole.
We got
a month. We still have a Halloween special, but for Halloween, we'll probably do a tier list. You know, we're gonna discuss all this live. We'll probably just do a tier list and like kind of more of a traditional
round of Fortnitemares live.
We have issues.
Now that streaming,
we can't.
But we do have
the
streaming
sound.
capabilities.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to listen to sound and only talk to me, I mean, maybe, but like it would be fucked. I like the idea though, Jared. Maybe we could play. We could try to do something similar to that. Yeah, we could pull us in to play zombies. But anyways,
I mean, we could all again. You'd have to buy, but Aliens is only 3 people too, so we could just do Aliens. At least that that way
it's crossplay.
Little crossplay, yeah.
Okay,
with Kelsey the other day.
We'll talk about it, but we'll do a normal traditional episode where we do like Halloween tier list or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll talk
Halloween treats.
I know we got Hocus Pocus 2's coming out. There's a few. You mentioned a couple other horror movies. I'm definitely gonna watch some horror movies leading into Halloween. Maybe we'll get BK. Maybe we'll do a virtual call too, because I feel like the virtual call might be better to do the tier list, because then we could all see it and click on it and shit. Rather than before where Jerry's controlling it and me and you were like, zoom in.
And because what's cool is then we can all do our own tier list and we can share our screen.
That's
like,
true
this is how I would do it.
That's true
and then it's
too.
Like, and then we can compare like, oh, wow, you put this at 3 or whatever.
You're right. You're right. So you know what I'm saying, Nick D? We can
Quad tier list.
We'll figure out something for Halloween, but I did want to mention Thanksgiving. I know Jerry was going to be here. Maybe if everyone can mark their calendars, the night before Thanksgiving, Austin's going to eat the Packy chip.
Cool.
And I'm going to order that fucker. I should order it now because it might take a hot minute to get here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like this is going to be the first episode I actually promote where I feel like I'm going to like take a photo of the Packy chip leading up to it and be like, this is the night we're doing it live.
Yeah.
Tune in. See Austin eat this.
The order, the shipping. Just
Build it up.
yeah,
Build it up.
exactly.
There's no one watching. The studio's out of town. But no one left I do want to say real quick, no one also left a comment this week. Please comment. As Nick DCD said earlier, don't go see Smalls. Instead, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. We'd appreciate all of that.
And take care of yourself.
And take care of yourself.